crafters, I'm Daniela with DD's Art Workshop. If you like staying on a budget and DIYs, this channel is for you. For today's DIY, we will be making vintage and woodland DIYs. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite style. These DIYs are part of the challenge Vintage or Woodland collab with some awesome ladies. Please make sure to check out the playlist in the description below for more inspo. Now let's jump right in and let's get crafty. Our first DIY is a DIY snow globe, and I found this little red truck and a pack of 2 at Dollar Tree along with these little Christmas trees, and I had these little pine cones at home in my craft stash. So all I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be gluing my little red truck on the bottom of my snow globe, and these little Christmas trees I'm also gonna be gluing them down, and they have like a little wire inside, so it's really cool because you can just like bend it and you can straighten it out if it's crooked. Now with my 2 pine cones, I'm also gonna be gluing those down to add a little extra detail, and I think this is what gives it that woodland feel. I don't know, it just makes me think that this little truck is just coming back from the woods, and I don't know, it just gives me all those Christmas vibes. Make sure that the globe seals okay, and with some glitter you're just gonna pour a little bit inside the globe, but make sure you clean it first and don't add too much glitter because we just want it to be at the bottom. That way it looks like the truck is like literally on the snow. You guys, and I have also made the snow globes that have liquid inside like water. Let me know if you would like to see me make that one. I just thought I'd make this one different with glitter, and I like how the glitter just sticks to the plastic. It just looks so pretty, and that little red truck is so adorable. It doesn't even look like it's Dollar Tree, and this is my first woodland DIY. Let me know what you think. For our second DIY, we will be making a woodland Christmas tree, and for this DIY we will be using these Dollar Tree wood stems and our hot glue gun. And all I'm doing here is I'm doing like the shape of a Christmas tree, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and after I have it all done, I'm ready to glue this down. And I found this thick piece of wood at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using this as my base for my Christmas tree. And I'm going to be painting it in white just to give it a washed out rustic look. I did get 2 thicker little wood stems, and that's gonna be the little stem of my tree, and I'm gonna hot glue those down to my base, and I am ready to put my Christmas tree together. I had this moss at home, and you can also find this at Dollar Tree, and I am just gonna take little bunches out, and I'm just gonna put it all around my tree just in random spots. And for this part, I am gonna glue it down with my hot glue gun. I used a skewer, that way I can put my moss in between the wood stems because my finger doesn't fit in between them, so I just used it to stick it in there better. For the final touch, I'm just adding a little bow made out of twine. And I kept this DIY very, very simple, you guys. I don't know what you think. This is my second woodland inspired DIY. For our third DIY, we will be making a vintage Santa and Coke bottle cap. And I had this bottle cap from Dollar Tree and I printed this vintage Santa from my inkjet printer. It's nothing fancy, any printer will work. And I just cut him out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be removing the twine, the little hanging thing that's on top, just so I can paint it better. And with this color, it's a parchment. Make sure you use multi-surface paint. I'm just gonna paint the top, and I did give this bottle cap 2 coats for better coverage. Now for the sides of the bottle cap, I decided to paint it in candy apple. I also gave this red 2 coats. Now we are ready to Mod Podge our Santa onto our bottle cap. And I'm going to kind of get an idea on where I want him. And I'm going to cut a little bit from the bottom because I want him to be coming from the bottom up, just like this. And then I'm just going to apply Mod Podge all over my surface because this is also going to be sealing my paint. I'm going to add Santa and just wait till that dries. And look how cute that looks. But we are not done. I'm gonna get a light brown and a dark brown. And if you have seen my previous DIYs, I really love this technique and these little Dollar Tree sponges. They're gonna help me get kind of like a rustic look, or if it's like vintage and old, you know, whenever that steel starts to get a little bit like rusted. And this is gonna really look really pretty in the end, guys. Just wait and see. And now we're going to do the same thing but with the darker brown, and we're just going to do the same thing, just dab it all around until you get that really rusted look. And now we are ready to seal our bottle cap with some Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge is going to make it look super nice. It's going to look like it all blends together, and it's going to give it that really shiny look. It's going to look real pretty in the end. I just really loved the outcome of this bottle cap. And you can also add the twine once you're done. That way you can actually hang the bottle cap in your kitchen or just anywhere you'd like. And these are the final results. I think Santa looks like he was already there, and I really loved the outcome, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Our fourth DIY is a vintage camper sign, and I bought this Season's Greetings camper little sign at Dollar Tree, but I didn't like all the glitter. It's very cute, but I just didn't really want that look, and I thought it would be perfect for this DIY to make it look vintage. So with this nail polish remover and a little sponge brush, I am applying it on the glittered portion of my sign. And I actually found this hack on Pinterest, and guys, I was afraid it was gonna mess up this sign, but it didn't. Actually, the glitter came right off. And with this razor blade, I'm simply scraping the glitter and it's coming right off. As you can see, I'm just wiping my razor blade clean and then adding a little bit more nail polish remover and just repeating the process until all of the glitter is gone. And just scrape it really good and you should be glitter free. And if you really want a smoother surface, you can always just sand it down a bit. I didn't, but you can always do that after this step just to have it smoother. But as you can see, the glitter came right off. And now I am ready to paint my bottom part of the camper. And I decided to paint the bottom part of my camper in this succulent green. I just think the color is very vintage feel. I don't know. It just gives me those vibes. And it's very pretty and very subtle. So we're gonna really transform it. It's gonna look completely different. And another reason why I chose this color is because I do remember that in the late 80s or early 90s, this mint or this soft pastel green and like the soft pinks were very popular. So that's another reason why I chose this color. you guys remember those times? I think the style was super, super cute. So yeah. And I actually was gonna add pink. I was gonna change the doors to pink, but I decided to stick to my candy apple just so it matches the decor I actually have at home right now. Otherwise, I think the pink would have gone super, super cute, like a pastel pink. I don't know what you guys think. And I actually went over the wheels in black. And the reason I went over the doors as well is because since it is painted, like the green is painted, I just want the whole thing to look painted, or else it's gonna look kind of weird, like some areas painted, some not. And yeah, it's just gonna look like a whole new little camper. I did do 3 coats of each of these colors, and I load dried in between just so it would be done faster. And I did go over the top tree in green, and what I decided to do is with my glue gun, I went over the snow, and it's just gonna add a different texture to the top of my tree, and it's gonna make it look like bubbly, like it's popping out a little bit. And you could have painted it white and then added the glue, but I just decided to do the glue first and then paint it. But I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll come back to that later. And I decided to add some detail to the little camper, and I'm just gonna add 2 white lines to the bottom. And I decided to personalize our camper, and I'm just gonna add our last names and add camper to the bottom. And I just think DIYs like this are so special because you can't find stuff like these at the store, and it's just, you know, personal. So yeah, guys, I hope you like how this is turning out. And don't forget to seal your work when you're done, of course. And here I am going over that hot glue with some paint, and that way the little snow pops a little bit. I wanted to add a banner to my camper because I always see these little banners on these campers, like for the home decors, and I just thought it would add a cute, more modern touch. I don't know if this would be considered a vintage, but this is what I wanted to add. And I just had this fabric and felt at home with some mustard yarn. I'm gonna glue it from each side of the camper, and then I'm gonna add those little triangles that I've already cut out, and it's gonna look super, super cute. I hope that you liked the outcome. Let me know which one was your favorite DIY, or if you will be making one, tag me in my Instagram. And all of these DIYs reminded me of Ephesians 2:10. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Just as these DIYs were created by my hands, you were created by God with a purpose. I'd like to remind you that today, and I hope that you subscribe and like and share and turn on your notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. It really helps my channel. Also, don't forget to check out that playlist, those makers and hosts, for more inspiration. And you can now support my DIYs and my latest projects at Buy Me a Coffee. Check it out in the description below to support. Don't forget to spread love, kindness, and stay crafty.